The gnosis or knowledge I want you to leave this presentation with, this greater understanding of Yah, is a Kardashev Type 5 entity. Hi, I'm Rex Hudson. I'm going to be your guide to the Yahweh today. In our previous discussion of the Kardashev scale, we observed the natural rise up the scale required ever-increasing amounts of knowledge, ever-increasing tools and infrastructure, and ever-increasing amounts of energy for implementation. We've developed some pretty amazing tools over the last few centuries, but because we don't control our planet, we're a Type 0 civilization. A civilization that has controlled their entire planet becomes a Type 1. When they control their entire solar system, they're a Type 2. When they control their entire galaxy, they're a Type 3. When they control their entire universe, they're a Type 4. But a Type 5 is unique. Everything else before this exists within the universe, but a Type 5 exists beyond and outside of it. It's a civilization that has controlled creation itself, the so-called Big Bang. Interestingly, this is exactly the status that Yah claims for himself in his political manifesto we know as the Teaching or Torah. Now, in this video series, I present a vast amount of information indicating that we live in a manufactured universe, that the universe is the creation of Yah, the leader of a Type 5 civilization. There is an ancient zodiac as a calendar of disasters that have fallen and will fall on the inhabitants of the earth, and they begin with the Younger-Dryas event in 10,587 BC and have been repeating approximately every 1,000 years since then. Now we know we exist. I provided evidence that Yah as a Type 5 exists, but we can say unequivocally a Type 4 doesn't exist simply by looking out of the night sky and seeing all the energy being wasted by galaxies and stars we can see. We know the same by looking at nobody controls our galaxy by simply looking at the Milky Way at night. And using the same logic, we could say there isn't a 1 or 2. Does that mean that there's only us and the Type 5? It's certainly a possibility. But can there be other entities that are not yet in control, but not of our world? The question we have to ask though is, why are we being created and destroyed on this rhythmic periodic basis? Does Yah do this simply to entertain himself? Is this some sort of galactic game we're unaware of the rules? Does he do it to protect the rest of creation from us? Are we so barbaric that we can't be allowed to go out and spread, and so we have to be knocked back periodically? Considering our track record, it certainly is plausible. And the third option is there's somebody or something else out there that's doing the destruction, and it's simply that Yah uses those destructions as signposts of his own existence. To answer that, let's look at the way the ancients viewed the Mulapin, the stars of the plow. And here's an illustration from, again, Gavin White's Babylonian star lore. We see the plow, we see the jackal on the beam of the plow, and we see the 2 harvest wagons who take away the harvest. Process, again, the harvest is taken, the stubble is burned away, the land is plowed, the predators come and eat the small vermin that are turned up by the plowing. And then the virgins come and scatter the seed, which starts the process over again. So every 1,000 years, there's a harvest going on. So what's being harvested? And who is doing the harvesting? It's meaningful to remember this. For a Kardashev Type 5 entity to interact with its creation in an intimate way, it must use intermediaries who exist within the time-space continuum, intermediaries who share its core values. So how does the Type 5 create or recruit those intermediaries?